This is Soundout here, back to another Figma review. Today we have SP026, Kamen Rider Siren from Kamen Rider Dragonite. The Figma I've been looking forward to for months. Mainly because I don't think this one's going to have much issues because it's a complete new mold. All the Dragonite Figmas use the same base mold, aside from her, because she's a her. So she has to have a new mold. Take a quick look at the box. The Figma and the old lettering is in white with this nice little orange for some parts. The Siren logo here, the figure and all her accessories. On the side, Figma again. And then the white spots that are normally white or black on other places, it's white with the orange, I don't know. On the bottom and on top, you get a nice picture of Siren. Take a look at the back. Stupid for sale Japan only thing. Siren, which is really cool. And on the side, you got the epic profile picture. So it fits in when you have all the boxes lined up on your shelf. But getting to this point, you're probably not going to have this much shelf space, but yeah, it's going to get crazy, because now the entire set is filled, and we still got more to go. But anyway, without further ado, so here is Siren, and I gotta say, she is gorgeous. Now onto the toy. We got a really nice looking figure. Now I want to get a few things out of the way first. She does have some standing issues as she has got high heels, and her cape is at natural pose right now. Uses those wire things like Wing Knight, and will be used in the future. So it doesn't kind of sit flat. I can get it. The other thing, she's got her stand, and she's got her bag. And then she's got an instruction sheet that shows off an accessory that I've already lost because it was tiny. I thought I put it in the bag, but apparently I didn't, and it's gone now. And I gotta clean my room anyway. Basically what it shows here is that you have to, because her sword, her blank visor, is all like long and pointy. And then you have to put this little shortened attachment so it fits inside her holster better. Yeah, so it's kind of an important part that I have completely lost now. Unlike the extra set of antenna for torque, this is kind of an important part. I found it on the floor because I dropped it, and I thought it was in my drawer, and I thought I put it in the bag, but I can't find it, so that's a little sad. But we'll just keep moving forward. Now, like I said, she is a brand new mold. As she is female, she has to have a new mold for a few reasons. Her cape does come off, so I'll just pop it off for now, since it does get kind of in the way. As you can see, she is fully accurate to her show appearance. The whole swan designs there. The belt is actually the same size as the belts on the male figures, so that was a nice little touch they put in. As you can see, the holster here, which when you try to put her sword in, the way they made it, it's very, very thin, and it doesn't want to quite go in to there. Oh, I think I got it. And then, okay, alright, we actually, okay, that is done. Alright, so I think I'll live without that extra part, but it's just really, really long. But there you go. She's pretty nice design. The thing I noticed is because she was a movie exclusive rider in Japan, the only normal size port things are on her belt. These are different molding, and she doesn't have any others, which I thought was kind of interesting. As you can see, down to her shoes, which are heels. And unlike the male's physicality, which was a little wonky sometimes, hers looks just about human. It's a little thin in the waist, I think, but this is stylistic, and it's okay in the end, especially when you get there. Yeah. Anyway, they didn't skip any detail on the belt, so that was really nice that they did that. When you go down, it looks pretty cool. Actually, yeah, the belt looks really nice. I'm not talking about the belt, and you realize that out there. Hopefully someone realizes that. Unfortunately, you can't pose her without the cape and still use the stand. The cape's kind of required. We will talk about the cape for a second here. They held it together with glue, so me being excited and pulled this out, this kind of came undone and this kind of came undone, so it's kind of a floppy mess right now. But it looks nice. It's pretty nice. Once I get on her back, it pretty much holds in place. But like, you have to bend the wires down like this. I think, yeah, that's how I did it, and it looks a little bit more natural. But dear Lord, yeah, I gotta hold this stuff in place as I plug her onto the cape. But like, once you get it in there, it's fine. So just be careful when opening the figure. That's all I have to say about this. Okay, and then bend this down. Now, you see, the thing is that this there's slight problems with the figure. I think they did not have much time to put her out because, well, she's been delayed by 2 months. She was supposed to have come out back in March. It is now June when I'm reviewing her, but she came out in May. But there you go. That's the best I can do with the cape. Cape's a little annoying, I must admit. But she looks really nice, and it's the only female Kamen Rider for that Figma is going to ever do. There wasn't another one in Dragon Knight, and thus there can't be any more Figmas unless more adaptations show up. But yeah, she looks really nice. We'll take out the sword now. Well, or not. As you can see, that thing comes off very easily. But if you pull this, I really don't want to break this. Alright. You pull that out, it's all good. And we'll just set her off to the side for a second. Because we gotta take a look at the blank visor here. It is very long and spindly. It's part of the design, so you can't really fault the figure itself. But yeah, it looks really nice, and she can hold it fine. The other thing she has is her hands, which one keeps falling out. You may notice she only has 7 here, 9 in total. It's because the other figures had the drag visor gripping hand, or in the case of Torque, the gun holding hand. Since Siren doesn't have a drag visor or a gun, they just left it out, and they're not going to use the mold for anything else aside from Siren. So you got your card holding hand, you got your 2 gripping hands, you got a hand that keeps flying away, the kind of relaxed hands, and then the dramatic hands. Now the hands are the same. I gotta say, Siren is smaller than the other Figmas while still being the same height because she is female. She's not like bulky and stuff. But you know, it's pretty neat mold. I really do like how she turned out. Articulation wise, she's got the full range in the head. Her shoulders, if you don't have these plugged in all the way, they will cause problems, and they only go about that far out. And that stupid cape, I gotta glue that in. I'm gonna super glue that here when this review is done, but just shove it in there for now. Elbow bends, it rotates, it can come apart, but I really don't want to. Wrist rotates, go in and out. Dumb cape, I'm just gonna take it off for now. She's got torso movement, it turns left and... See, look, this is the only problem I have with the figure, is that the right arm does not want to stay on very well. You gotta kind of move these up out of the way to get her to pose outward. Her legs move out, forward and back. It's a very limited, I think because of her nice ass, that it just kind of restricts movement backward. But I don't mind. Rotates, knees, rotation, ankles, move. All really nice. It's the same articulation on a smaller body mold, which is really nice. Like I said, you can have her hold her weapon, her one weapon in this one for right now, which it just goes right into her hand, so her arm falls off. That's the only problem. I think it's just mine because, I don't know, like, you can never tell from picture reviews, but if anyone else has that issue with Siren, let me know. But she can wield her sword, And then you can attach the cape, which is not a bad cape. It's just broken on mine, so it doesn't really fit. We're just going to splay it out for now. But yeah. But there you go. Then she's like really cool. And then you can take the stand. The stand will attempt to plug into her back. And then she can be like, well, or not. She can be ready to fight the other people, which looks really nice. I mean, the cape doesn't really need to be down. Like, it's just fine the way it is out. And the posing option is there. It's just these wires never straighten out very well. But overall, she's really nice. As you can see, Siren has her sword vent, which looks really nice. It is very pointy right here and right here. As you can see, it moves a lot. It is scary, because I think if she ever fell with this thing, it goes snap. It's like doubles antennas, Figure Arts doubles antennas. You're just afraid something's going to break. It's sturdy, but when you hit one side, it shakes the entire figure. It's kind of, and it's very pointy too. She can use two hands to hold it, but she can perfectly hold it with one. But it's cool. I'm just really worried it's going to break eventually. Remember how I just said this thing might be able to break? I lightly nudged it and it went. This is a problem. A definite problem. This thing is gotta be super glued now. Oh god, that is scary. As you can see, Siren has her guard vent as well, which is actually just held by her hand, but the way it's designed, it's really only designed to be held in that hand. I haven't really figured out how to get it in the other hand. But it works really well, especially in conjunction with her sword vent, and especially if you have the other piece so this stays in there where it doesn't get broken, which is why I don't have that in there. But yeah, it looks really nice. It's a shield. There's not really much else to say. As you can see, Siren has her final vent card. It is the same size as the others, and it basically looks like that, except tiny. There you go. Yeah, posing montage. Well, considering I am missing parts, and I have a almost broken part, and things aren't really going very well, and she is a little fragile, I'm going to skip the posing montage for now. I may go back and do it later when stuff recovers. But, anyways, now, here's the final verdict on Siren. She is a beautiful figure. She looks really nice. But you have to be damn careful with her. Okay? This figure is delicate. And this is the reason I'm not doing a posing montage. I'm afraid something would break. I apologize. Okay, you gotta understand. The arm falling off is a little... See, look at that. That's a problem. It's overcomable, but it's a problem. This thing is very spindly. This is already broken, and I figured out why. They really did not do good design on this. Just like that guy over there. See how the thing split? There's a little split right there. Well, the top part is connected at that split. This part down here is very secure because it's got a solid piece of plastic. Up here, it doesn't. It's only connected on one side. So the slightest little nudge like I had where it got caught on my finger, it pretty much bent it. It's not going to go back straight, ever. This is really disappointing. Also the fact that the hands fall out of the hand rack real easily. And I really don't... I gotta say, I recommend this figure to somebody that has all the Figmas, or actually just anyone. Any Kamen Rider fan would enjoy this figure, but you gotta be very careful and not do a review it, because none of these problems I had until I started reviewing it. She is a beautiful figure, and I really do like the figure, but I just can't do much with her because I'm afraid she's going to break. So, in the end, with the Figmas, I've noticed a decline in quality. Dragon Knight is still the most solid Figma I have. Wing Knight is pretty good, but he's got some issues. Like, his arms keep falling off for me. Incisor's shoulder pads are always loose. Torque's gun never stays into his belt. Thrust is actually pretty solid. His weapon doesn't hold very well. Strike is also pretty solid, but his weapons don't hold very well. Sting is a mess, and Siren's very delicate. And it really is really annoying how Dragon Knight, the first one, is still the most solid figure of the line so far. And we got 5 more to go in mass releases, 6 in total. I really hope that I really hope quality picks up with camo. Because with Siren, she is beautiful, but she is very delicate. And I'm probably going to put this somewhere safe so it doesn't get broken. I mean, they didn't even make a solid connection on that. That's just, that's a little lazy, don't you think? But yeah. So, totally recommended. Just don't play with her like a Figure, as dirty as that sounds. These guys definitely are not the durability of a Figure. They have some better engineering here and there, but they don't have the durability of Figuarts, which is where I think they really lack, is in durability. That's my thoughts on the line so far. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of 14. So hopefully things pick up, but I really hope the quality doesn't go decline, because then we're going to get to major issues by the time we get to Blank Knight. So stay tuned, as next up will be Kamen Rider Camo. Be sure to check out writersrangersrambles.com, the Ram boards. Until next time, Soundout saying goodbye.